Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be heading into Padre's gigs. Gigs that I fully enjoy doing because, well, there's more of it. And yeah, I primarily am showing these gigs to show the best way of doing them, in my personal opinion, from my playthroughs. And also because, you know, when I first started playing the game, the way I made my money in order to get my cyberware, in order to get my weapons, was by doing the gigs. Now yes, you can't leave Haywood before Act 2. But here's the good part about it. You can do, I believe, all Regina's gigs, which will net you enough money in order for you to get cyberware in order to help with main missions. But without further ado, I don't know what the hell I just said, but without further ado, I am going to BRB and we are going to head into mission numero uno in a second. Alrighty, so mission 1, life's work. This is where you go and assist, I'm assuming, Padre's nephew, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, with this video, I had walked past this mission before, so Padre did not call me because he had called me previously. But just following exactly where I go will basically give you the ability to either sneak up on them or Sandevistan them or whatever you feel like, you know, like, but this is basically just where the enemies are located, so you can use your own method of exposing of them. Here we go, and we are going to install the software in order so we can take the vehicle, which is the main part of this mission. I'm also about to show you after this, I believe it's a skill shard you get. Yep, a skill shard. Every single time there'll be a skill shard in that chest. And yeah, I thought I had, I don't know why. So obviously I mentioned in my previous video that I do run some mods. This time around I only had a Sandevistan active. But yeah, I've decided to fast forward the driving because obviously, I mean, this is not that important. Just goes to show exactly where I'm going. And there's no cuts in the video with this, but yeah, actually a pretty fun mission to do. This is also a mission that gives you a beautiful car, which I will showcase in another video. I first want to get through all the gigs. I will be doing Regina's gigs last, because it is the most gigs. I believe there's 23 of them, so maybe I should make a two-parter of that, we'll see. And I've just talked to Estevez. Yeah, he will I believe when he leaves Night City, he'll actually give us a mission to collect a really nice vehicle. On the other hand, I do use modded vehicles because I love my cars, and therefore I've got a whole list of modded vehicles or vehicles that I've added into the game.
Excellent. The car has reached its owner. Now the money will reach you. Good deeds are always repaid in kind. Closing the contract.
Alrighty, fifth column. Yes, so this mission, the first time I did it, it was a pretty intense mission because there's a lot of Valentinos over here. Literally this whole place is swarmed by them. So this is also just going to show you the easiest way of completing this mission as quick as possible. You do not want to enter by the front door. We will be running. Obviously, I let him speak, even though I've been speaking over him this whole time. But you want to run to the back. And you'll see there's a window right there with a guy standing in it. And if you've got the double jumpy legs, can't remember the name of them off my head right now, but you just get up there. If you can't make that jump, you just park a little van underneath there, and you can definitely make the jump up from then. We listen to Johnny ranting a bit. We love a Johnny rant. To the right of me there is a pile of money that you can get. I don't believe I am taking that pile because, well, it is not really that important for me since I've got the weapons that I enjoy using. Padre telling us flawless, all according to plan. Which, yes, that was all according to plan. Okay, on a tight leash. Here we go. One of my favorite missions. I've previously gone through this mission so many times where I would literally reload saves the whole time.
You can change that. If you find out who's covering for the gang, then I'll pay extra. Respect attached.
So this is one of my favorite missions just because there's so many ways that you can do it. Obviously, I am just going to show you how to do it the best way possible. As I mentioned in my Dina video, if you guys want to know the mods that I'm running, as an example, I've got a OP air movement system thing going on, which allows for me to tune it that I can jump up to 1,000 times if I felt like it. Also helps me get up onto higher locations. Now, before dealing with the side quest that is here, I'm just making sure I'm getting rid of everyone. I will be showing the side quest. Well, it's not really a side. Well, it's a side quest. You get some extra reward for doing what I'm about to show you. There is one more guy left, which I knew. He's usually hiding. But you scan either one of these two Militech trucks. I don't know why the one was destroyed, but yeah, that is scan number 1. Then we go over to scan number 2, which are these drones. Whilst Johnny's talking away, you can collect some ammo. There's also some cash on that desk. And then this is number 3. Scannable.
I'm intrigued in either case. Militech ammo. Each shell's like a signature, leaving behind a trail.
The trail back to Militech.
Boom. Dead, and all eyes are on the
Cool story, Johnny. We love it. Okay, so now we head over to the computer because we need to do some stuffs, find some informations. Just go to messages. I never really pay attention too much with regards to, exactly what's going on because I like the combat more than like reading everything. So feel free to continue reading that. When we leave the location, however, I did make a mistake. You do not want to say nope when you reply to Padre now.
Nice work. Really nice work. Did you learn most of the mod after
You want to say Arasaka because saying Arasaka
Unfortunately, no.
gives you more dialogue, and it also doesn't feel like Padre
Padre,
is unhappy.
they're low.
Where right now it kind of felt like Padre was unhappy.
they steal it?
Not sure exactly, but looks like they're planning something.
Such
And then we wait for him to finish
Well-
speaking, as I do not want to completely
okay.
fast
See what I can
forward
find myself.
all the dialogue, and wait for him to show us where we can collect our bonus reward, which is not too far away actually. let's go. Done and dusted. Jeopardy. Did I say that right? Jeopardy. Okay, so this is where we have to go into a funeral home. Again, just showing you guys how to access it the quickest way possible. I know sometimes people just want to run through these, especially if you're on your second, third, fourth playthrough. You know, in that case, cool, you can just go in guns blazing. But I mean, this also goes to show that there's an extremely easy way of doing them. Minimal kills, which means minimal XP, but still get good decent money from this. I mean, your main XP source is the main missions. These side missions, they give you XP, but not as much as the main missions. And as I mentioned, the primary reason for doing these gigs, in my personal opinion, is so that you can make the money in order to buy the cyberware and weapons that you are after. Or if you're happy with the weapons and cyberware you currently have, you can continue doing these in order to get vehicles. So, yeah. We're going to listen to Padre again.
You're an angel sent from heaven, babe. The demon-possessed shard's on its way to the client, just like your money's on its way to you.
Old friends. We love some old friends, don't we? So this first clip of me is kind of like just showing off a mod yet again.
There is a man who must be
Probably one of the reasons why it took me so long to put out this video, because I literally just took this clip. I forgot to take it in the sense of actually doing the whole thing. So there I off the person he wanted me to get rid of. And that is the end of it. I'm just playing this through because after the next segment of this old friends quest, where I will be showing exactly how to do it the correct way, I believe I cut that out. Okay, so the way I go about this is I go to the roof. Failed my jump miserably there, lovely. So you go to the roof, and I would recommend using a knife for it, because using a knife, and a silenced weapon can work as well, 100%, but the knife for some reason draws out more people. I don't know, people start walking around more or something, just from my experience. So they start walking towards the bodies. Yes, I'm using my modded knife right now, but the end result remains the same. So you just get rid of most of the enemies that is visible at that moment in time that you are hiding behind the wall. And boom, I missed that one. And boom, the main guy that we had to go for is now down. I don't know why I looked at his body for so long. I could have just picked him up. But yeah, you pop him in the trunk, and yes, then that is the mission complete. I believe I did cut the recording short, so I believe you get a bonus reward from this. But I unfortunately did cut the recording a little short there. Bring me the the head of Gustavo Orta. Also a relatively fun mission. It's a mission that I actually struggle with quite a bit.
You know that story.
Purely because I just kept getting caught. It's a pretty tough one to go about, actually. In general, I do make sure to take these people out first, because when you come back down, they are going to call for backup, essentially. fast forwarding this lift experience.
Gotta see who's
Telling us we have the wrong address, buddy. We do not have the wrong address. Okay, so what I do is I open up over here and then jump to the balcony. However, if you've got double jump, you can jump to the top balcony, which I did not do over here. This did not look like bulletproof glass, so that was probably my first mistake I made. Don't try and throw something through that window. Mistake number 2 was missing that knife throw. Here I thought I could throw it through there, but no, it's not working. And then somehow I'm not getting spotted by a camera. Okay. But now already they're on alert because everyone else was on alert. But as soon as I shoot that camera did not see me, and boom, I get spotted somehow. So this mission is a little funky. It's a little on the funky side in my personal opinion. I end up killing him through here, but you can just walk right through the door and do whatever I did anyway. I believe there is some form of outcome where you end up being able to speak to him, but I haven't seen that since 2.0. As I mentioned, this is my 4th playthrough. So when Phantom Liberty came out, I completely restarted my game from scratch. And that, I believe, was my 3rd playthrough.
That's why I applaud your decision today.
Psycho fan. Yes. We are going to steal Kerry Eurodyne's guitar. Pretty simple, very simple mission. Gig.
More specifically, need you to swipe Kerry Eurodyne's
I only fast forward when I am taking elevators or going to go fetch the bonus rewards. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want me to fast forward the conversation as well. So for the sake of the video, I ended up scanning everything.
Can't have bad luck all the time.
Save you some time.
Because you get some good dialogue with Johnny explaining you everything.
But he knew guitars, and these are all.
You know, he told you right then that none of those guitars were Kerry's guitars. Tells you about what happened at this concert.
Poor acoustics, that place. Lighting came a close second. Grub was the worst. Of course, the chicks made up for that. Best pussy I ever ate.
There's another concert. Doesn't remember this one.
Weird. Don't remember this one.
Which is quite interesting because he remembers a lot about all of his concerts and like his past life, but this one he doesn't remember.
Bourbon, whiskey, and tequila.
But that was obviously a way for them to explain that he was not a vodka drinker, he was a bourbon and whiskey person.
Huh. I'll never forget this. Line was longer than from here to Plymouth Rock. After party lasted 2 nights straight.
And ended in the drunk tank.
I thought that was also a scannable, which it was not. And this is how you get in there. You will see that it says year taken when you scan that. That is the password in order to get into the section where Kerry's guitar is locked away. So if you didn't know, now you know. It's literally the year the photo is taken. And boom, I did that process before Johnny could finish his sentences, but he basically said this guy's an ultra fan, and that is why he is certain that that is the password, being 2065. And yeah, fast forwarding this extremely energetic elevator scene. Should I start jumping in the elevator or something? And then we have to go and deposit the guitar. And yes, don't get confused with the radar, the minimap on where to go over there. You need to take the bottom. I have previously taken the top road every single time. And then it's just a whole roundabout. You've got to basically make a U-turn. And that is the Psychofan job done. Gotta love it.
I can truly count on you, V. The guitar is in the right hands. Securely now. Closing this contract and transferring your compensation.
Alrighty, eye for an eye. Let's go. So this mission is a bit longer than what it needs to be.
Judgment.
And I will explain that in a second. My first 2 playthroughs, I used to go through the front door again, which just causes alert for no reason. But basically what you want to do is jump up on this ladder and then open this. I'd recommend crouching because the bodyguard over here would be able to hear you. And yeah, mission donezo. I did see that there's an access token, which generally speaking means that there's like a hidden safe or something. So I was just spending a little bit of time trying to figure out where that might be, unless it is the safe I had just opened, but that is not really hidden. But yeah, basically as soon as you come back downstairs, you can just exit through the window you came through, but I decided to go ahead and kill every single enemy in here. This knife is really amazing. I love this knife that goes through walls. These guys aren't even part of the mission. They're not even in the same building, so that was fun. I wasn't 100% sure where these enemies all are, but yeah. And then just a whoops. Anyone experienced that glitch before? Because me, I don't like it. You just plain hit T to answer the call and it opens up your menus. I don't like it very much.
Well played, V. Bloody but efficient. Closing the contract.
Alrighty, the Lord giveth and taketh away. We are almost at the end. Well, I'm saying almost, but we're almost there. Almost. Also one of my favorite missions, just because there's so many variations of how you can go about this. You can come through the side like I am right now, making sure the cameras are out, or at least the cameras that's an immediate threat. I love Sandevistans. They are just so perfect for combat. Plus a lot of them allow you to deal some extra damage, which is really nice. I mean, who wouldn't say no to some extra damage? Completely missed that camera, which I'm very sad about. That's why I looked back at it, but I realized yeah, I missed it. Those guys are still falling from the previous session. I do believe over here I kind of messed up with my shots. And there we go. Just making sure that the place is empty because I have not done this mission in a long time, but there we go. Unfortunately, within this mission, make sure that you do not hit pedestrian vehicles too hard. You will get chased down by some enemies, by Valentinos. There's Valentino group number 1. Try to shoot out the tire because usually they then stop chasing you. But then because they rammed into me, I rammed into that pedestrian vehicle and I got the cops on me, and you can't deliver this with the cops on you. So unfortunately, I had to go ahead and hide out a little bit. Thankfully, the cops did not see me up there, and yeah, the cops don't really go down sections like that, so that's very nice. Make sure you don't hit people going in here either, because then cops on you and you can't drop it off. And we're going to speak to the Elder Caldo. Now, this is the Corpo playthrough. If you were a nomad, you would have had some other choices in the matter.
I wasn't alone.
Well, what happened?
The motherfucker set a trap. That's what happened.
Or you
Fucking
would have been
Tinos.
able to
And that
select
surprises
different,
Man,
one
whatever. I'm
extra
outta here. Worst trip to the city ever.
dialogue there. And then we wait for Padre's voice to go away,
Sublime work there.
whilst I go ahead and select one of my arch bikes that I love so much, actually.
The nomads are grateful for your help. Contract
Okay. The private collection of this dude. Very easy, very easy mission if you... that was me toggling one of my mods because I carry a boatload of weapons. But this can be a very easy mission, as I am about to show. You want to make sure that you take out the camera. That is thankfully the only camera in this room. But then crouch, because as soon as you get to the computer, the enemies don't spot you anymore. So they spot you briefly when you walk past the window, which is odd because on my way out I did not get spotted again. And yeah, that is the mission. I mean, it's very easy to complete, or can be very easy to complete.
Got the file from the Dicky Twist.
Obviously you can go in guns blazing, but for me I like the stealth behind it. That's why I use knives, swords and silenced weapons. Now, are we going up or are we going down? In this mission we are actually going down.
Grab some goods.
Now we're getting taken down, we're just going down.
Fell into the hands of a junkie who's got no clue what they're worth.
This NPC right by the door is going to tell us to not go down there and that the guy has lost his mind. Cyber psychosis. Which I do not fully believe is the case, because this guy is... It shows a skull above his head, which generally means tougher than usual enemies. It just has an extended life bar, or a lengthier life bar, but that's not... So he's still alive, and then I proceed to kill him with that, but he's still alive. And that's what happens when you kill enemies a little quicker than the game intended for you to do so. And this is where you get the I forgot the name of it now, but basically that's where you get your job thingy. And there we go.
I have the rods.
Very easy mission.
Happy man.
Thankfully not a lot of enemies involved, just that one.
Rarer than the rain on the Egyptian desert of which Moses wandered. But I digress. The contract is closed. Payment on its
Alrighty, God bless this mess. Basically the hidden mission, not really. But here we are going to go collect our reward for completing all the Padre missions, or gigs, shall I say, because that's what they are called. Go to your stash, and there it is. La Chingona. Don't really know if my pronunciation there is correct, but yeah. That was all of Padre's gigs. I really appreciate you all for watching and joining in. I hope this video find you guys, or was helpful. You guys find it helpful. And yeah, I have really enjoyed making this video. I shall be uploading one again not too long from now. I am sorry that this one took a while. I was busy editing it and I kept seeing that, hey, I wasn't able to show that one Padre mission properly, so I had to do some things over. Thank you all for joining, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.